Hello everyone, this is Visuals832. This is the Daily Deck. Not a whole lot going on, but there's a few things to tell you. First of all, I don't know if I mentioned already, but the Bicycle Legacy on Kickstarter has added a third deck, the Black Legacy. This deck will not be USPC and it will be unbranded. It looks pretty awesome. It's black with gold, and there's some white as well on the back design. It just looks great. Hopefully it handles just as good as it looks. It is a little bit pricier. It's 17 bucks, 20 bucks international each. But it is increasing their funding, and hopefully they will get to their funding goal with this deck. And I should say it is very limited, only 500 being produced. On top of that, the Origins playing cards, which are amazing cards. They look great. They have surpassed their funding goal, and they have just unlocked the Origins Grail deck, which is a white version, and you can get those right now. There's 4 days left in this campaign. Make sure you go check it out and back it. Also, the NPC playing cards from MakePlayingCards.com has about 24-25 hours left in that campaign by the time this video is up, and a fairly standard looking deck, but it's it's always good to try out cards from other companies and see what they're like. Plus, you will get a coupon if you pledge to create your own deck at MakePlayingCards.com, it's also great for Kickstarter creators who are looking to get prototypes made for their campaigns or whatever. And I mean, you can also get your own personal deck made. It'd be pretty cool to have your very own special deck of cards just for you. And you can't get more limited or rare than that. And I believe the coupon gives you the deck free. I'm not entirely sure. And with the NPC campaign, there is a standard red and blue deck, and then there is a limited Kickstarter only red and blue deck, which actually feature red and blue on the court cards depending on the deck. Red for the red deck and blue for the blue deck, which is alright. It's not bad. And then, like I said, the limited edition decks will only be in the Kickstarter campaign, while the standard ones will be available on the website. Now, another deck is a CMYK deck, which is completely not standard, mostly good for art. It is now USPC, and there's 3 days left in that one. It's funded, but we'll check it out see if you're interested. It's pretty interesting. Basically, there's no pips or suits. Basically, the suits are determined by different colors. Like there's magenta, which is kind of a pink. There's a blue, which I think has a different name. I can't recall. I think it's cayenne, or however you pronounce that. And then there is, I think there's one that's black, and then there's one that's yellow, or whatever they're calling it. Anyways, pretty interesting for collection purposes, but that's about it. Wouldn't want to use it for playing cards or anything like that, because you'd never be able to figure out the suits. I mean, for some games it might be okay, but for others like poker, unusable. And then of course there's the Bicycle Diploma playing cards. Slowly chugging along, may or may not get funded. We'll see. Hopefully it gets funded. We will be updating court cards. We posted a revised. The creator posted a revised court card, which looked like was basically a person in a business suit. People didn't like that so much, but they did like the gold that was surrounding the figure. So I said, why don't we stick that on a standard court card? He did that. People liked it. So it looks like it's a go for that. So it's a little bit more customized for the court cards. It reminds me a bit of the court cards you might see on the Elite playing cards, or on some of the ones from TPX Designs. Kind of standard, yes, but with colorings in the background and gold embellishments and stuff like that. And you can probably see a picture on the campaign if you're interested. And also, speaking of Kickstarter, I made the news. I was on Fox17.com, that's Fox in Nashville. just about half an hour ago, they did a news story. Excuse me. They did a news story on Fox in Nashville on the asylum playing cards, and they went and tried to get an interview with Ed Nass of Altius Management, who's running that campaign and basically has been missing in action since last July, because that is the last time he posted an update. And so we got 810 people. We spent $25,000. Still waiting for decks. Eric Alvarez from Fox in Nashville was trying to find people to interview to do a story. Couldn't find anyone, so he came back to me and I agreed to do it, and we did it. Unfortunately, he only aired about 30 seconds of the interview or so, but it's better than nothing. He did try to get an interview with Ed Nass. He wouldn't appear on camera. Go figure, the bad guys never want to be on camera. But he does claim he will be delivering the product. Hopefully, now that he's been plastered all over the news and shown to the world, and he's been basically caught, maybe now finally he'll deliver the product. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Either way, thank you, Eric Alvarez, for doing a story on this. And if you want to do more stories, there's more campaigns like the Founders and the Victorian Adventure and Michael Fromer 1616, which are both from the same guy. And then there is possibly, there might be others. Can't recall any more off the top of my head. Or definitely the Bicycle Corps, the Bicycle Quicksilver, Bicycle Army Men, and the Ultraviolets. Anyways, on top of that, apparently, Illusionist will be releasing the new Madison dealers this Wednesday. These are Madison dealers with borders. I believe there's going to be a red one and a limited edition black one. What this means is Black Club members will be able to get them tomorrow. That's when I'm getting them. And it is my understanding that this time around, Daniel Madison will not be keeping any limited edition decks, so they will all be available. So I'm hoping that means that Illusionist will actually have them for sale. That's 2,500 decks that will be available, instead of doing the buy a brick and get one free, because nobody wants that. That's crap. Illusionist, wake up. Just sell the decks. And Madison's not keeping any, so it's not like you only have 1,000 or whatever to play with. You got 2,500. That's lots. Just sell them. You can put a limit on them, only 2 per person, whatever. I don't care. I won't be the only one who's not going to buy a brick. Well, I mean, I'd like to say that I'm not going to buy a brick if that's what it comes down to, but I probably will. But I'm sure there's other people out there that won't, and there's a lot of people, including myself, that are not going to continue doing that. Anyways, that's what I got. I'll see you next time. Make sure you go to fox17.com. Check out that news story. It will be on the website. You can probably stream it on the news section. And that's that. See you next time.